What if you could see what the Earth was like in the next 1 billion years? Well, now you can. Today, we're going to be exploring what Earth might look like in the future. That's right, all humans will eventually die out and become digital, and our planet will change drastically over time. Earth is always changing. No matter how much we try to hold on to it or control it, nothing lasts forever. So sit back and enjoy the ride as we transport you into the distant future. How do you think Earth will look in 1 billion years? It will in fact look very different from how you imagine, especially your offspring. Want to know where the Smiths, Joneses and Johnsons of the futures will be hanging out in 100 million years? Check this out. In the 60s, we had free love. In the 70s, we had disco fever. The 80s, money, power and hairdos. The 90s gave us friends. And the noughties, fast internet. The future is coming, and we don't know exactly what it has in store for us. But here are some of the things that might be on their way. Flying cars, robot nurses, laser beams shooting out of our eyes. Some folk think advancements will make life easier and more exciting. Others just want to curl up with their books and a cup of coffee while waiting for the world to end. I'm looking at you, Mayans. What do you think? First, we need to understand what the world looked like millions of years in the past to truly understand what it will look like millions of years in the future. How old is the Earth today? Yes, right now, the same day you went onto YouTube and decided to watch this video. Bad news. So far, scientists have not found a way to tell the exact age of the Earth from rocks. The oldest rocks have actually been destroyed by plate tectonics, but we are looking at approximately 4.6 billion years old. So what did the Earth look like then? Let's skip the history lesson and jump to a mere 250 million years ago. Then, most of the continents were together. In the Triassic and Jurassic eras, North America was split apart. A piece of North America was taken over by Europe and became the British Isles. Scotland and at least the northern half of Ireland were captured by Europe. North America picked up Florida, which used to be part of Gondwana. Australia took a bush-tucker walk to the north, and South America salsaed to the south. And there or thereabouts, we have the planet of today. But you're not here for a history lesson, you want to move forward, not back. I got you. But before we get to that, please hit the like button so other people can find out what the Earth will look like in 1 billion years. They need to let their kids know what to pack. Let's keep going to the most exciting part for mankind. In just 500 years, a spacecraft from Earth is going to enter an asteroid cloud at the edge of our solar system. It is called Voyager 1. It's one of the most distant man-made things in the universe. 1,000 years from now, thanks to the better quality food and a longer lifespan, humans are taller than ever. We've had to adjust our basketball hoops accordingly. It is a commonly held belief that technology and new innovations will bring an end to death, disease, or even old age. Many wealthy entrepreneurs, such as Sergey Brin and Larry Page, have invested into research in slowing down the aging process. With medical breakthroughs like gene therapy treatments for genetic disorders, there are ways we could see immortality. Elon Musk is, however, on his 121st hair transplant. Robots do all the hard work. In fact, we become part robot, part machine. In that respect, the future is already here. A whole new community of people, called body hackers, are implanting devices in their bodies to make themselves more connected to technology. Take, for example, a young man who has installed an NFC chip behind his ear that allows him to do things like unlock doors with the swipe of his hand and play music only he can hear without needing any bulky equipment on or around his head. Even everything from lights embedded under one's skin to chips placed inside fingertips, so wearers don't have to use passwords anymore when they're logging onto computers at home or at work. Just touch it against your device instead. In 1,000 years, this technology will be so advanced that tiny electronics attached or implanted directly in our bodies could make our immune system stronger and help fight diseases. Nanobots programmed to perform surgery on the brain may revolutionize health. All is well. And then there are those who believe we'll have just what the Matrix promised. Instant downloading skills like karate with nothing but a thought. Now you may be thinking, but what about the environment and geography? The seas have risen by 10 feet and the islands have completely gone, including picturesque Indian Ocean islands such as the Seychelles and the Maldives. Green ocean selfies are a thing of the past. Denmark's eastern coast now looks like an archipelago, with water lapping against it in many places. And not just Denmark, the Netherlands too. Thailand and Vietnam are only partially submerged, but still had to deal with human migration because populations are cut off from food sources if they don't move inland or find another way to produce food, such as using hydroponic gardens instead of farming land, which will eventually go underwater. Let's skip another 5,000 years from now. In 5,000 years of human history, we've begun to shape the world around us. We obliterate mountains for mining and erect skyscrapers in their place. Carve graves out of the earth with machines more powerful than any army has ever seen before. But most importantly, it is that we now know how to harness a portion of Earth's energy, but we are still thirsty for more power. If current globalization trends continue in 10,000 years, there will be no more region-associated human variations. A recent study has found that all human genetic traits, such as skin and hair color, will be evenly distributed across the world. And if you thought Y2K was a problem, in 10,000 years, our devices could run into the year 10,001 and get stuck with an even bigger bug, the Y10K bug. Right now, all of our software enters the century as 4 decimal places, so once we hit the year 10,000, technology might not be able to code dates anymore. It's fascinating to think that in 20,000 years, a whole new language will be developed, and in 50,000 years, Niagara Falls will not exist anymore. It would have turned into one giant lake. Look up at the stars tonight, as in 100,000 years, the stars would have changed positions. Many constellations will no longer exist or may not look like their original form. And if we made it out to space, chances are that Mars is terraformed already, which means a whole new world for us humans. But what's happening on Earth? You know that feeling when you're stuck in the middle of an epic, heart-thumping action movie? We've all had it as we watch our favourite characters leap over obstacles with ease and defeat their enemies. Well, things are about to get a lot more intense on Earth. As if volcanoes weren't enough trouble for us already, there are these new super-volcanic eruptions happening everywhere, which spew colossal amounts of lava and ash into the air, so thick black clouds cover most of the sky, blocking out even more sunlight than before. Not cool at all. To make matters worse, this change means temperatures drop even lower, thanks to fewer daylight hours because of fewer sun rays due to the ash in the sky. Humans mostly live underground anyway, so it's no big deal. Humans are averse to being outdoors, in general, and the sun is not great for us anyways. In 500,000 years, Earth is going to be struck by an asteroid measuring 1 kilometer in diameter, the size of a small town, unless we somehow prevent it. Imagine how the world would look if a meteorite as large as this one hit. Will cause an explosion so powerful that its sound would be heard on every continent, and then we'll have tsunamis higher than any Earth has seen in history. The world would be plunged into chaos in the aftermath of this meteorite strike. We've made it to 500,000 years, congratulations! But you're really here to see what happens millions of years from now, right? Let's get to it. 1 million years from now, the Earth may have a supervolcanic eruption large enough to spew 3,200 kilometers of ash into the atmosphere. Similar to what happened when Toba erupted and nearly wiped out humanity around 75,000 years ago. There's also that pesky star Betelgeuse, which will explode in such a spectacular way you'll be able to see it even during daylight. Comets regularly fall on our planet, which gives new meaning to shooting stars. In 2 million years from today, if humans have colonized several planets, by now they will have likely evolved into various different species, each adapted to their own habitat. They may not be aware of the other human species out there. The Grand Canyon would have eroded even more, and it would become an enormous valley that is unrecognizable from its current form today. Let's skip to 50 million years from now. Africa and Eurasia will collide, sealing off the Mediterranean Sea in a new mountain range that could create an even taller peak than Mount Everest. If humans still exist, we have now evolved to be smaller. This means our bodies need less energy. Why? Population growth and lack of space and resources mean we have evolved to need less to survive, much like a cactus plant. Other animals have evolved too. We can talk to dogs and they are indeed our best friends. In 250 million years from now, all the continents on Earth will have merged back into a supercontinent. No more Olympics, as we're all from the same nation. In 500 million years, there is a chance of a gamma ray burst happening that will make it so plants can't grow. Plants will die and animals won't have food. And finally, in 1 billion years, this is the way the world ends. Or does it? Not with a bang, but well, you'd better check out the next video on your screen now to find that one out. So this is just a taste of what the next billion years could bring. Take a look at what happens after a billion years. Spoiler alert, Elon Musk is still alive.